We might as well drape this entire arena and go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode number 6 of VRW Warzone Season 2, where tonight we have 3 championship matches to get through. And right now, we're about to kick things off tonight with one of them. With the Women's Tag Team Division starting to fire itself up into a new ember. We are kicking things off right with just one of these tag teams featured.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the VRW Maiden Television Championship. Introducing first, representing DeadSec, Skylar Delta.
Hello, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, this is Quandissimo, the voice of VRW commentary. Skylar Delta, the leading lady of DeadSec, with Jackson Theta and Tyler Omega and Toe, looking to take Iva Cyanide to the next level and hopefully capturing her first championship in VRW.
To the ring by A.J. Jones and Selena Stone. She is the VRW Women's Television Champion, representing Pandemonium, Iva Cyanide.
Today marks day number 185 days since Iva Cyanide captured the VRW Women's Television Championship. Since then, alongside CJ Stone and Selena Stone, Iva alongside Pandemonium as a whole have been wrecking havoc all over the Women's division. And with the state of things in regards to the Women's Tag Team divisions flaring up, it's only a matter of time before we see Pandemonium delve itself in to more chaos, to more madness that they thrive off of. We saw Graceful Carnage and Kickstar Incorporated take things to the next level in the Women's Tag Team division, but tonight Iva Cyanide focuses on her singles representation of Pandemonium. Here tonight, she defends the television championship against one of the most technically sound Warmans in VRW, Skylar Delta of DeadSec. No fear, no surrender in the eyes of Iva Cyanide or Skylar Delta. Skylar is ready to take hold of her first championship glory train. Is she going to be able to do so against Iva Cyanide here tonight? We are about to find out first of 3 championship matches here tonight, right out of the bat. Delta trying to get things started way too early, and Iva Cyanide making her pay for it. No collar and elbow tie up, these two just going straight at it. Gonna go beat the hell out of each other. Now we do. Remember, we are dealing with a technically sound Skylar Delta. Submissions, technical wrestling is her game, and Iva Cyanide could care less. Already showing the disrespect. Like, can you call it disrespect? The sentience of the old Iva Cyanide is not there, but that showed tiny bits of the original Iva Cyanide. This one is more dark and demented, as we've seen over the course of a year since Selena Stone assimilated Cyanide into Pandemonium. However, Skylar Delta has been with DeadSec since day one of their arrival, brought in by the benefactor Raymond Page a long time ago. Skylar Delta, one of many who was underlooked as a talent here amongst the War Maidens. And with the Warzone Tag Team Champions looking to defend their championships, later on in the main event. Oh! Misses with the drop kick wildly. You gotta wonder if DedSec might be one team was possibly considering taking that open challenge. Misses with the drop kick. Skylar Delta got caught and blocked. Now going after the arm here. Point of the elbow into the arm. Skylar Delta trying to fight back right into a brick wall. Got caught. Hip toss over. And a knee straight to the jaw. Delta trying to keep her focus. And the method of madness has got a Delta. Oh! Great counter by Delta into that bicycle kick. And now the strikes are coming alive. Tossing Skylar into the corner. It's a Guri kick, but misses wildly. Cyanide now back in control. Reverse suplex. Dropping Delta. And already going for the first cover of the matchup here to retain her television championship. And a quick kick out by Skylar Delta. Giving her a piece of her mind off of that head, but Cyanide not giving her time to think at all about strategy. Fujiwara armbar is applied. Skylar Delta with a submission specialist that she is not going to be submitted here tonight. Great athleticism off the head scissor takedown, blocking the leg kick from Cyanide. Trying to go for a hard Corona, but the strength and power of Cyanide. And now targeting the left leg at Skylar Delta. What a counter by Cyanide. Cyanide of old may not be there, but the methodological thinking process is still in the mindset of Iva Cyanide of now. The same Iva Cyanide who has been reigning over as War Maiden's television championship for damn near 200 days. Skylar Delta trying to end that reign here tonight. Now Skylar Delta being sent over the top rope, clothesline, knocking her out. Bunch of tag teams soon to be gunning for the War Maiden's Tag Team Championships. Kickstart Incorporated looking to be towards the front of the line. Pandemonium was the last to challenge the undisputed lead for the War Maiden's Tag Team Championships, and now are about to find themselves in hot water with another potential championship match. It might be against Pandemonium if they get there, but right now Delta looking to take this championship away from Iva Cyanide. Going for the arm. Great counter drop toe hold by Iva Cyanide. Back in control here, tossed into the corner once again. There's the enziguri kick by Cyanide. Cartwheel into the moonsault. Full disclosure into the cover, hand in the face to retain the television championship, and Delta able to kick it again or two. And Iva Cyanide again not letting up the aggression factor that has been beside her since being a part of Pandemonium. Now off of the ropes here, trying to go for her Corona, and thrown out of the way by Skylar Delta again with the enziguri kick to the chest. Looking for a 2P and that cartwheel moonsault. No time to focus, no time to think about strategies here. Now into another submission, inverted figure four. But again, a submission specialist like Skylar Delta refusing to tap out here tonight against Cyanide. And so, Cyanide tried to go for something big and got countered into a DDT into the cover, hook the leg, tight on the line, and Cyanide kick it out at one. Bonus half-hour edition of VRW Warzone. Stiff forearm strike to the face by Cyanide. Turn her all around into a Uranagi slam. Into the cover again. Shoulders it down. Tight on the Lions. Dying. Ooh, sorry. But Delta refusing to kick. Here we go. Into a super kick. Cyanide calling for the cutthroat ending. But what counter? Corona by Delta. Delta back in control, only momentarily picked from underneath. There's a kick to that skull by Skylar Delta. Drop kick to the leg. And now Skylar Delta looking to wear down the body parts of Iva Cyanide, going right after the right arm. Same one that holds up the television championship for Iva Cyanide. Now going to drive the air out of the lungs of the champion. Challenger reaching for strategies here against the unpredictable Iva Cyanide. Whereas the wear down tactic seems to be working right now. Discus lariat by Delta! Trying to take the hell of the champion! Television championship on the line! Delta not able to get the victory here! But damn near so close to crowning a brand new television champion. Skylar Delta now retreating to the outside. And there you see the mother of pandemonium almost inflicting her influence over Skylar Delta now. Delta with an enziguri! And Cyanide hit the floor and Delta back on top of the champion. Wants to put an end to the match. Here and now, Skylar Delta kick to the midsection. Hands are up, dropping it down. Sleeper hold a point. Sleeper is locked in. Cyanide is shaking on the top, nowhere to go, not close enough to the ropes. But Delta eating these elbow shots and now one in the face. Cyanide refusing to tapping out, trying to go for the poison solution. Another counter by Delta again, taking out the left leg of Iva Cyanide. It is the focal point of her target here. Into another cover, hooks the leg, so there's a down title on the line. And once again, Iva able to kick out, but quickly made it back to her feet. Trying to take the leg from underneath the Delta. Still got caught. Hip toss into the knee strike. And Delta, look out Delta, no! Cyanide hit nothing but the man on the outside, but still on the advantage of Skylar Delta, draping her over the apron. As the referee's count continues to climb, Delta being tossed back inside the ring by the champion, Tyler Omega, looking a bit worried about Skylar Delta, but Skylar able to make a comeback here in that sling blade. And now, counter into the jawbreaker, pop up into a hurricane runner, spiking a skull of Skylar Delta into the mat, and the leg drop coming down, crashing on the head and neck. And Cyanide delving back into this vicious nature, driving these knees into the side of skull of Delta, rocking the brain cells. And you can see the wear and tear that has been thrusted upon Iva Cyanide since the start of this matchup here. Now Delta giving Cyanide a piece of her mind here into another bicycle kick. Skylar Delta once again, this time exerts some power here. Off the deadlift suplex, and Skylar Delta again going after the arms of Iva Cyanide, once again trying to put it into the matchup here. Cyanide is rocked. Cyanide is in trouble, and she gets locked into this again. Suplex into the sleeper. Sleeper's locked in. Cyanide scrambling. Elbows again breaking the hold. Refusing to tap out herself. Once again looking for the poison solution. Another counter by Skylar Delta. Counter for counter. Back and forth. Forearm strikes applied. And now the claw. The claw applied by Iva Cyanide, trying to choke out Skylar Delta. But Skylar able to find the escape herself. Knee to the midsection. Famouser. Delta into the cover. Championship on the line. Do we have an L television champion? On 2.99. Skylar Delta almost got away with a victory and a championship. Now trying to hyperextend the right leg this time. Iva Cyanide. But Iva found the escape, got caught with another sling blade. And again, jawbreaker after jawbreaker, trying to sweep the legs from underneath of Skylar Delta. And Skylar had it scouted. And again, targeting the arms, the left arm again of Iva Cyanide. Skylar Delta What in the world is Delta doing here? But regardless, the neckbreaker connects. And Delta taking a minute to gather her thoughts. Championship on the line. Skylar Delta from the top rope, crashing down but missed her target. Dumbass referee got in the way of the elbow drop to Iva Cyanide, and once again dropping down to the left arm. Delta now once again with the discus lariat. Taking the time to glow, believes that the championship is within her grasp here. And now, try to go for a jumping snapmare. There's another counter by Delta. Here comes Cyanide wrestling for control here. Delta pushing her aside and again into a bicycle kick. But there you see, no worries even after the moonsault. No worries from Selena Stone once again. Another cover, tied on the line, 2 count for Cyanide. No fear, no surrender. Kick to the midsection by Iva Cyanide, going back and forth. Counter for counter like a pendulum swing. Stiff forearm strike by Iva Cyanide. Cyanide now has her up, and now gonna spike her down. Skylar is down and out into the cover. Shoulders are down, and another retention for Cyanide.
Here's your winner and still the VRW Women's Television Champion, Iva Cyanide.
185 days and counting for Pandemonium's Iva Cyanide. Even off of a game back and forth matchup with she and Skylar Delta, take nothing away from Dead Sex leading lady. Amer Yung said that she wanted to draw out the true potential of the War Men's division, and these two clearly on the right path that Amer Yung wants to take this division down. Skylar Delta really trying to bring Iva Cyanide to her limit here tonight in this matchup, but it still was not enough to take the championships off of this demented figure of Iva Cyanide. Not going for the poison solution, but instead spiking the head of Skylar Delta into the mat, giving her the 1, 2, 3, and still War Maiden's television champion, Iva Cyanide, reigning on as one of 3 championship matches. 2 more later to come with a therefore mentioned Amer Yung. Hold on! Candy Vega is in the building here! And in tow her partner, Bella Lockjaw, right behind her. The hell is this interruption for? An intense stare between Iva Cyanide and Candy Vega, and things are heating up already here. Listen to these people. We can imagine this matchup happen somewhere down the line. Crowd is going nuts with this confrontation. as bold as a threat as anything that I have ever heard here. And VRW, the old Candy Vega is dead, and that Candy Vega in the ring is the person who killed her. A new aggressive nature about to be revealed to us by Candy herself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had 3 championship matches scheduled for tonight, and one of them is already out of the way. Another one that is expected to be an instant classic. Amer Yung says that she wants to bring out the true potential of the War Maiden's division. Alexia Banks was selected to help Amer Yung bring about this dream and aspiration. And not only that, the War Maiden Tag Team division is heating up as of last week. Tonight, the Charm City Kings, Michael Carter, Brandon Ace, they laid down the challenge last week. They don't want to be outshined by the War Maiden's Tag Team division. The Warriors Tag Team division looking to capture Tag Team gold possibly tonight. I'm not sure if Valerie Mendez is trying to be supportive of her sister Yasmin Mendez, but Yasmin in action later on tonight against Rachel Ross, as we just heard. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and bow down. The Broken Kingdom and the King of the Warzone, Austin Storm, is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marissa Perry, AJ Green, Ace Barrett, and a King of the Warzone, Austin Storm, the Broken Kingdom.
Austin Storm, who took command of the Broken Kingdom a little over a year ago, has assumed the power of him being the King of the Warzone, aiming to bring forth a new side of the Broken Kingdom that should not be trifled with. Here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Broken Kingdom Bootcamp edition of the Warzone, where Austin Storm swears to make Marissa, Ace, and AJ better than they have been here tonight. A little bit of negative reinforcement here. Tactic by Austin Storm, trying to undermine Marissa Barrett, make her feel less of herself, but regardless, let the boot camp begin. And what a challenger for Marissa Barrett, one that is very familiar to her, Iva Cyanide. Remember, just a couple years ago at the first Ultimate Frenzy pay-per-view, Iva Cyanide defended the War Men's Television Championship against Marissa Barrett. And eventually Marissa ended up winning that matchup. Reigning over a course of 4 months, Iva Cyanide has yet to get back on the right track here in VRW. Here tonight being selected by the King of the Warzone, Austin Storm, to try and get Marissa Barrett to do better than she has been Iva Cyanide looking to make waves and possibly settle down the now angered Marissa Barrett. I don't think you can calm Marissa down after Austin Storm belittled her earlier just a moment ago. Now matchup is underway here. Iva Cyanide versus Marissa Barrett 2, if you would. And Marissa Barrett fired up by the hostile words of the king. Look at the dominant force that's being shown right now by Marissa Barrett. She does not care in the slightest. Now we're going to lock things up again here. Off the collar, elbow tie up, headlock now applied here. In the air out of the lungs, Iva Cyanide getting a little bit of separation from Marissa Barrett here. Trying to pick the legs underneath. Marissa Barrett able to counter. Wrestle it down, control. Just imagine, just a couple months ago, Marissa Barrett was the VRW War Meetings champion. That was taken away by Amer Yung. Lost the rematch decisively, if you would say so. And understandably, Austin Storm is worried about the career and well-being of not just Marissa Barrett, but the Broken Kingdom as a whole. Ace Barrett, a former world champion, former tag team champions alongside AJ Graves, and haven't been doing much since losing the championship, and that's why Austin Storm took over, took command of the Broken Kingdom, trying to get them back into their former glory as they used to be back in the old days of VRW Warzone. And a Tiger Bomb by Marissa Barrett. Now Barrett from the middle rows looking for the splash, and one critical mistake like that. This is the kind of things that will cost you the big money matches in VRW. And Austin Storm is trying to help it, make it so that the Barretts and AJ Graves don't make those mistakes here. Not sure what Iva was going for there, but there's a swinging heel kick by Marissa Barrett. Is this going to be lights out already? There's a Grand Chariot by Barrett. Into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, and a quick kick out by Iva. Not going to make this matchup any easier than it has been for Marissa Barrett and the rest of the Broken Kingdom. There you see Austin Storm shouting out encouragement. Let's just say barking orders at Marissa Barrett, trying to make her do better here. Barrett up on the shoulders of Iva Cyanide. Is a gut buster. All tied up in the ropes here. Here comes a Yakuza kick alongside. And Iva hyping herself up. Now gonna lock herself in. No. Thought she was gonna go for the comeback train here. Shoulder first into the middle turnbuckle. Now try to choke her out with a bomb of her boot here. Iva fighting through. Slamming Marissa Barrett's face down to the mat here. And now Iva is on the comeback train. Off the clotheslines into the heel kick. Iva trying to knock the Broken Kingdom down a peg. Tossing Barrett into the corner once again. Kick to the midsection, a great counter. Drop down. Marissa Barrett now looking for that single Boston Crab. Trying to force Iva to tap out, but Saturn able to kick through. And now Iva back in the vertical base here, tossing Barrett into the corner once again. And Saturn into the shoulder tackle, and there's a second one. And now full-headed stab here. There's a drive-by boot to the face of Marissa Barrett. Iva pumped up now. Looking to put it into the matchup as early as Marissa tried to do here. Looking for the Ruby driver into the cover, but there's the King. The King interfering in the matchup here. This is a boot camp. You're supposed to let Marissa Barrett learn. You're supposed to let her learn and do better for herself. How can you help her if you can't just interrupt? You gotta let her learn how to do things on her own. Give her the steps, give her the methods that she needs to, because right now she's still on the receiving end of a beatdown by Iva Cyanide. Saturn is still in control of Marissa Barrett right now, and Austin Storm is babying Marissa Barrett, and now to the outside. Iva Cyanide holding the ring to her own advantage here, now coming to the outside, face to face with Marissa Barrett, tossed back inside the ring. Now Barrett possibly back in control here, trying to go from behind, looking for the German suplex. Great counter by Iva Cyanide. And now face first into the mat. And now is Ace Barrett barking at Iva Cyanide. Off the distraction here, and they see Marissa trying to get back onto her feet here on her own free will, and Iva back at it. Hurtful words are starting to sink in from Marissa Barrett here, and able to counter into a heel kick of her own. And now possibly Marissa looking to make a comeback here, kick to the midsection. Stomping down, if you would here. Marissa Barrett taking to the top rope. That is a lot of distance, coast to coast drop kick. And I see Ace Barrett, even more distractions in the referee chair was slid in the ring, trying to take off the turnbuckle padding. And Marissa Barrett for a headlock applied, driving the air out of the lungs of Iva Cyanide. Now tossed into the corner once again. Incoming, flipped over the top rope. No one was home though, Iva Cyanide. And Marissa Barrett taking things on a turn here. There's a German suplex with the bridge cover. Shoulder set down. Iva not able to get the victory. There you see the baby, and not just Kate Storm, but also Ace Barrett throwing in their input into this matchup here, trying to assist Marissa Barrett. Negative reinforcements didn't work out too well. Now they're starting to see it. Now bashing the face of Iva Cyanide into the top turnbuckle right in front of the rest of the Broken Kingdom. Cyanide making it back to her feet, kick to the midsection, and Barrett turning her around once again. Double underhook into another tiger bomb. Cover again. Shoulders are down. Marissa Barrett able to get the win. Could that have been a good enough confidence booster for a woman who called herself the baddest bitch within the War Men's division, going back and forth throughout this matchup here? Both Austin Storm and Ace Barrett offering the inputs with their minor distractions, but Iva Cyanide brought on the fight that she wanted to Marissa Barrett. Near fall after near fall, big move after big move. Iva Cyanide at one point in this matchup had Marissa drop into the Ruby Drive, but again, the interruptions that were applied by the Broken Kingdom cost Iva the matchup, and into the end of the match. We saw this early in the matchup. The Tiger Bomb by Marissa Barrett. Not very sure where she started to learn these moves, but it worked out for her. Well, now it's AJ Gray's turn, and this Broken Kingdom Bootcamp brought on by Austin Storm, and here comes the opponent here. Marcus Holloway. A fine enough choice, if you would, for AJ Graves, but a serious power advantage and size advantage, if you would. And there you see, coming in behind him is Amer Yung, where Kyle was in the finals of the Roulette Frenzy match a couple weeks ago at Tenfold, and date back 3 weeks ago Marcus Holloway being attacked, and it was Skylar Young who came to the aid of Marcus Holloway. Now we see these two hanging out together. I guess a little bit of earned respect between Marcus Holloway and Skylar Young. And the two of these guys coming out together, brought out by the king of the Warzone, looking to make an example of AJ Graves and the rest of the Broken Kingdom, trying to make them do better. Marissa Barrett won her matchup, and now Austin is looking towards Ace Barrett and AJ to do better in their own singles matches here. Marcus Holloway, who is very close to becoming a contender for the Warzone Championship, a good enough challenge for AJ Graves here one-on-one. And this matchup is now underway, and there you can obviously the size and power disadvantage of Marcus Holloway. AJ Graves not wasting any time, showing off his power, and there's Marcus. Marcus no slouch at all. He's got speed and heavy strikes to his advantage into this matchup here. And again, trying to toss Marcus with another belly-to-belly. A great counter by Marcus Holloway. Not going to be AJ's ragdoll in this matchup here. But AJ trying to break their grip. Holloway here driving these elbows into the ribs in midsection. Now kick to the midsection. More power on display here. Looking for a power bomb. Marcus Holloway able to wiggle through here. Found the escape again. Found a kick right to the ribs of Marcus Holloway. And a power bomb by Graves. Austin Storm said he had nothing to worry about when it came to AJ Graves. A swinging power slam. Unfortunately, Kyle Young, who started to build a bond with Marcus Holloway, having to watch this all go down. Everything legal. It's just unfair to have the power and size disadvantage for Marcus Holloway. But the king of the Warzone, using his influence and power throughout the entirety of the Warzone locker room here. Dragon Sleeper applied by AJ Graves. Marcus able to find an escape. Able to whip off AJ Graves, driving the air out of the lungs, trying to find a way to fight back against someone of the size and nature. Once again into another belly-to-belly overhead. Graves once again. Power bomb, this time into an ace crusher. This is completely unfair here. Hold on. Marcus Holloway able to find a counter, finally, and back and forth again. Close side draped over the top. Using the momentum of AJ Graves to his own advantage here. But still got caught. Tossed into the corner and a heavy splash. Holloway got crushed from the impact. That quick kick out by Holloway. Clearly an accolade of being close to being a contender for the Warzone Championship. AJ Graves in the one-on-one situation here at Holloway. Able to get some distance outside of the ring here. Realized that the Broken Kingdom was surrounding him to his left. And now into the corner here. Big boot, great counter. Once again by AJ Graves. And another belly-to-belly suplex. A guy with this size and power, all he has to do is toss you around, wear you out, and then it'll be, look at the power! The power of Marcus Holloway coverage into a power bomb! Holloway showing deceptive strength here against AJ Graves, and he better watch out here. The shoulder tackle dropping off the adrenaline high of Marcus Holloway, but Marcus able to come back. Counter for counter on display here with a lariat this time. And AJ, again with the heavy shots here. Marcus Holloway now with some kicks. These educated kicks to the legs and midsection and dropping AJ. And again, another kick to the midsection. Look at the power again off the gut wrench. And still being able to lift up the musk of AJ Graves. Holloway into the cover again, and only at 1 count. Gonna have to do better than that. Kick to the back. And a huge lariat got caught. Uranagi slam. Holloway refusing to be a ragdoll any further into this matchup here. Now he's trying to stick to his street fight tactics. Stepping down in the yard, talking trash to Ace Barrett now. Need to focus on the big man in the ring. Holloway, turn around, Holloway. Turn around, yeah, focus. From behind and a backbreaker with a heavy impact. And now once again locking a Dragon Sleeper on Marcus Holloway, trying to force him to tap out here. But Holloway able to whip off Greaves. Got caught, however. Headlock applied, driving the air out of the lungs once again. Letting him release, go heavy chop. Holloway again trying to go for the big boot here. Turned around, whoa! Wheel kick by Holloway, able to counter AJ Greaves again. Kick to the midsection, and again with the heel kick. We're seeing a whole different side of Marcus Holloway here. Giving the man the time, he will evolve into a cover again. Hook to the leg and a kick out. And once again, being distracted by the angered words of Ace Barrett from the outside here. Holloway needs to focus on the big man that's in the ring right now. And now being whipped over the top rope, holding onto the apron though. And AJ gonna meet him there here. Wait, a DDT on the apron! That's the hardest part of the ring, and Holloway ate all of it. Now trying to fight back in between Ace and Austin. Now looking to get back inside the ring. Holloway got back in the ring first. Tossed into the corner, however. And a big chop, great counter. But Marcus Holloway kicked. Oh! Counter for counter right now. And Holloway gonna be draped up into the tree of woe. This is a bad position here. And now driving the knees into the ribs and midsection of Marcus Holloway. And Holloway is completely at the mercy of the big man AJ Greaves. And now, what in the world? Austin say AJ needed to surprise him here tonight from the top rope. Are you kidding me? Trying to step down on the ribs of Holloway. Holloway reluctantly able to get out of the way, but still into the clutches. Another belly-to-belly suplex. And there you saw the cutthroat AJ Greaves looking to put an end to the matchup off the knee to the temple. Cover again, looking at King. Dead in the eye, and another kick out by Holloway. Can't even call this a fair match. AJ Greaves trying to put Marcus Holloway on the proverbial shelf, trying to step down on his innards. And again, being baited by the heavy words of the Broken Kingdom from the outside. Once again up on his shoulders into another backbreaker. Marcus Holloway, blessed him, man, but come on, you gotta know when to give up. At a serious numbers disadvantage, being baited by the words of the men outside. AJ Greaves will barrel into a neck breaker. But regardless, Holloway continues to kick out. Will he be able to kick out of the neck breaker that we just saw from AJ? And he does. And Holloway trying to pump himself up, trying to get that second wind shot of adrenaline. And a heavy clothesline got caught this time enjoying SCO. Holloway finally with a little bit of separation here, with an opportunity to put AJ Greaves away, trying to go for the Boston knee play, but it was countered. Kick to the midsection now, Holloway. From behind and taking out the legs. And trying to bait Holloway once again as Austin's door, but Marcus in his own world. Marcus Holloway refusing to listen to the words of the king. Kick to the midsection, looking for his impaling DDT. Dead center of the ring. Cover, and the shoulder came off for AJ Greaves. Holloway was so close to putting this matchup away. And AJ trying to go for the lariat. But Holloway moved out of the way, now going after the legs. Trying to fight back. And now the shots for Marcus Holloway. They're landing at home every moment. And now step to the back of the head. Marcus Holloway looking for a whiplash neckbreaker. The shot of adrenaline finally starting to sink in. And now Holloway, if he can hit this, it's over! Spinning brainbuster! And now locking it in arm trap headlock! Trying to force AJ to tap out! AJ with nowhere to go, but driving the knees into the back of the dome of Marcus Holloway. Finding any escape. Got caught in the clutches once again. Holloway able to counter though. Got caught. Another swinging power slam! Cover again by AJ Graves, and Holloway able to kick out at 2.5. Gotta give the heart and drive of Marcus Holloway the credit it deserves. No one expected him to last long in this matchup against a big man AJ, but this comes to the point of the King Austin Storm. This matchup should have been put away quick and clean, but AJ looking as if he's struggling to put Holloway away. And now Marcus Holloway with a lariat of his own. But could this be the end for AJ Graves' bootcamp edition here, trying to go for the Boston Knee Party again, but getting stepped down on the chest. Found the counter and found the lariat. AJ Graves with another performance that does wonders for the Broken Kingdom.
Here's your winner, AJ Graves.
It may not have been as quick and as efficient as Austin Storm wanted it to be, but it seems as though Austin Storm is still pleased with the performance of AJ Graves. And look at AJ, how the man tried to step down from the top rope with all of that weight, but still able to rebound from his mistake and missing that double foot stomp. But Marcus Holloway, this man was in the fight of his life, even so close to being able to put away a former Warzone Tag Team Champion. But one heavy-handed lariat from AJ Graves put that dream to rest. Well, it doesn't seem like the night is going to be any time closer to over for Marcus Holloway. He's still got to be out here to recover his own energies from what happened at the hands of, AJ Graves, and now it's Amer Yung going in one-on-one with Ace Bear, the former tag team, former world champion, Ace Bear, Kyle Young, who was in the finals. Much like Ace Barrett in the Roulette Frenzy match, either one of these men could be headed to the Ultimate Frenzy to face Jason Ramirez for the VRW Warzone Championship, but neither man is set. What in the world? The leg lariat didn't do any effect but that time. Finally able to drop Kyle Young there. And now, Holloway, who had a grueling matchup against AJ Graves, a tag team partner of Ace Bear, now has to watch Kyle Young face off against the former world champion here off the Snapmare takedown. And a drop kick to the back of the head and neck of Ace Bear. Kyle Young into the cover now. Trying to get a one off of Ace Bear here. And a quick kick out. What an upset it would be for Kyle Young to knock off a former world champion like Ace Bear. Tony Lee Williams, who was in the same round of the Roulette Frenzy matchup with Ace Bear, did, however, pin a former world champion in Ryan Riley, and the accolade is there for that young man who is now part of the Warzone roster here. Ace Barrett off the standing Shirwani here, and a quick kick out by Kyle Young himself. That victory put the Grizzly Killer up in the top rankings of the newest arrivals here in the VRW roster here. And now look out, Kyle Young locking in a triangle armbar submission here, trying to force Ace Barrett to tap out. Foot so close to the bottom rope here. Kyle Young lets go. Ace Barrett refusing to tap. And you see one of the distractions already from Austin Storm, steel chair, and the ring is present here. Blocks across body. Kyle Young goes in for the forearm kick to the midsection by Ace Barrett here. Ace Barrett with the takedown. Now trying to block the punches from the former world champion Ace Barrett. Now stepping down, got caught into a dragon suplex. And once again, Austin Storm causing the distractions in a match involving Barrett in two. An inverted Frankensteiner almost slamming his head down on the chair. And now targeting the top of the dome. Kyle Young with those pointy elbows. Ace Barrett taking his time, surveying the land. What the hell? Barrett almost wanting to get himself intentionally disqualified here, playing some mind games against Kyle Young. And now Kyle off the side suplex. And now goes into the cover again. Hooks the leg, the shoulders are down. A quick kick out for Barrett. Playing around a bit too much. We are 2 for 2 in the Broken Bootcamp for the Broken Kingdom. But Kyle Young looking to send Ace Bear for a ride. The second German suplex. Young looking for the trifecta that connects. And Kyle Young try to put the brakes on the momentum of the Broken Kingdom that has been built up over the past 2 matches that we just saw. Kyle Young in prime position to put Ace Bear away here. Up on the shoulders, down the valley neckbreaker. Into the cover. What an upset this would be for Kyle Young's cover, and the shoulder came up at 2.5. Ace Bear has way more drive than you let on Kyle Young. Former world champion trying to go for the ace of spades that counted. However, Fury slam. Kyle Young continues to press on against Ace Bear, and there's a backstabber by Young. Looking for the cover again. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Ace Bear again, able to kick out at 2.5. Marissa leaning in more and more, paying attention to the seemingly sluggish movements of Ace Bear. Up on the shoulders again, and again with that Death Valley neckbreaker. Cover again by Kyle Young. Shoulders are down. He got him! He got him! Are you kidding me?
Here's your winner, Kyle Young.
Ace Bear was just pinned by Kyle Young. That is the biggest victory of Kyle Young's career since coming to VRW. Despite the distractions, despite all the tactics, the underhanded tactics of the King of the Warzone, Austin Storm, it just wasn't enough. Kyle Young did not waste any time asserting his dominance over Ace Band in this matchup here. That's why all three of these people were brought to this boot camp here. But it should have been Kyle Young who came from the Second City Dojo to bring over the aggression factor, picking up one of the biggest wins in this man's career. Austin Storm is beside himself. A big win for Kyle Young here tonight in the Warzone. A couple of brothers back on the right path down the tag team line, looking to become tag team champions. Let's see if the sisterly bonds of the War Maidens can be just as powerful.
Yeah, I've been making moves, flying state to state, working overtime. Yeah, I've been on that grind, working every single day and night. Didn't want me now, then it's your loss. Waited all my life for this. I placed my life on the cross. Can't blame the stress that comes with it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Yasmin Mendez has been VRW for a number of months now, and with the recent arrival of new warriors and war maidens, Valerie Mendez is one of those few. And her first night in VRW, she pinned champions and the queen of the Warzone. Accolades that not many can achieve within a number of months. Then the first night in. But Yasmin Mendez looking to topple a serious challenge here tonight. Let's see if her sisters can cheer each other on.
And your opponent, from Queens, New York,
Rachel Ross is the winner of the inaugural War Maidens Roulette Frenzy match. She will go on to the Ultimate Frenzy in 2 months' time and challenge for the VRW War Maidens Championship. But that's still miles and miles away. There's still a couple ways down the line with a number of roadblocks, and one of which seems to be Yasmin Mendez, who swears up and down that she can compete on the same level as Rachel Ross. Says that Rachel got an easy pass ticket to the main event. Yasmin wants to earn her way to the show of all shows here in VRW. Rachel Ross and Yasmin Mendez looking to square off again one-on-one here tonight. Try to go for a super kick right off the back. Collar and elbow tie up now. You can clearly see the size disadvantage that Yasmin has against Rachel Ross, and Rachel trying to get her to keep in mind what she is exactly fighting against right hand, a stunner. Not gonna let the size distract her in this matchup here. Looking for electric chair, face buster perhaps. No, what a counter by Yasmin Mendez off the Hurricanrana Frankensteiner. And now trying to fight back, calling elbow tie once again, but Rachel Ross just way too powerful for Yasmin to comprehend at the moment. And again, having to get between these two is the referee. Kick to the midsection. Yasmin Mendez looking to use some speed and quick strikes to take out Rachel Ross here tonight. A win over Rachel Ross quite possibly could get the general managers to look Yasmin's way for a future championship opportunity somewhere down the line, but Rachel Ross able to bash the elbow to the face. And a super kick that this time hit connected to home. But Yasmin Mendez gonna fight back as best she can. Her sister Valerie Mendez watching from ringside, who had quite the night in on her debut of VRW. Like I said, she pinned the television champion. Oh, Iva Cyanide, she pinned one half of the women's tag team champion suplex, and Sammy Stone, the queen of the Warzone. Yasmin Mendez has yet to accomplish any of these three accolades, but Valley seems to want to hold these over the head of Yasmin Mendez for as long as she may live as a sister of the Mendez name. But Rachel Ross came in without family, without the siblings. She is here on her own free will, striving to become champion once again. A former television champion is Rachel Ross. And driving the knees into the lower back of Yasmin Mendez. Rachel now strutting her stuff. Mendez now just stepping down all over Yasmin Mendez. Oh! They counter off to the deep arm drag here. And a whiplash neck breaker by Mendez off the splash too. And it's going to go to the cover, into the cover and a kick out. Valerie Mendez just slid a chair in the ring here. Out the handspring elbow. Just assaulting the back and just showing off that she has strength of her own. And look at Valerie Mendez trying to keep the referee distracted right now. Has the steel chair hit! And the steel chair actually came into play! Guess the Sicily bars are clearly there, and there's the double knees by Yasmin! Having herself a laugh! Thanks to the assistance of Valerie Mendez, the introduction of the steel chair, and Ross is not too happy about it at all. And oh! Got caught with a high elbow. Again, another counter into a jumping flatliner. And Rachel Ross is about to make Yasmin Mendez pay for the chair shot. Referee had no idea what was happening. Valerie gave Yasmin an easy out, perhaps. Now it's going to try and capitalize. Ooh! Kick to the midsection. And another head scissor takedown. Yasmin Mendez looking to make the most of her opportunity now with the damaged ribs of Rachel Ross off of that steel chair shot. And again, targeting the lower back and the ribs behind there as well. So much for individualism. Yasmin Mendez accepting the help that her sister is offering her right now. Keeping Rachel Ross up against the ropes here. The clothesline taking her to the outside. All Valerie wanted to do was come out here and spectate the performance of Yasmin Mendez. Yasmin is looking to take command of this matchup here back inside the ring with Ross. Now going to whip it into the corner. Yasmin Mendez is taking her sweet time, taking apart Rachel Ross, but Ross now trying to fire herself back up here in this matchup. Kick to the midsection counter. Picking the legs from underneath. Yasmin Mendez now looking for a draping moonlock, and a submission is applied dead center of the ring. Rachel Ross with nowhere to go. Only choice is to break the submission and finds herself free. Now Mendez got, catching Rachel Ross and again targeting the ribs Now Yasmin gonna climb all the way to the top rope. Yasmin Mendez looking for the elbow, but no, it was home. And now Rachel Ross just whipping back the head to the mat here, but Mendez really making it back to her feet, straight back into a stunner. And Yasmin with an opportunity to pin the winner of the Roulette Frenzy match here, looking for that flipping ace crusher. Moved out of the way at the super kick, and now these elbows meeting the lower jaw of Rachel Ross, keeping her up against the rope here, keeping her thinking every step of the way. That's a Japanese arm drag by Yasmin Mendez, now going quick into the cover. Hooks away, come on, ref. Shoulders are down, kick out by Rachel Ross. Great flurry of offense by Yasmin Mendez, who just wasn't enough to keep the redhead down. Rachel Ross is now on an offensive mode here, having a result. Oh, again. Mendez just targeting the ribs and lower back of Rachel Ross. Gonna take away a lot of the lifting power and capability that Ross possesses here. And again, shoulder first! Into the mat here, Yasmin now, off the double knees again! Double knee face buster now! Mendez with an opportunity to put this matchup away! Using the middle ropes, the referee doesn't see it at all! And now the 2 count! Mendez trying to steal a victory from Rachel Ross, and here comes the winner of the Roulette Frenzy on the strikes! Mendez now struggling to get back to the vertical base here. Rachel Ross just staring into the soul. And now from the top rope, Rachel Ross looking to flash down. No! Ross didn't exactly hit that drop kick as efficiently as she wanted to. And a drop kick up against the apron. And now Yasmin Mendez to capitalize here. Rachel Ross, however, with other plans. Now gonna drop Mendez on the steel steps. Referee's count is at 6. Both women need to get back inside the ring and focus here. Throw back in the ring. Now Mendez. Oh, again targeting the ribs in midsection here. Clothesline into the corner. Yasmin. Oh. He is shoved away by Rachel Ross here. Got caught. Front headlock is applied. And now, draping it down, pulls her through. Bridget Fujiwara armbar. Trying to snap that arm out of its socket. Trying to go for the submission victory here. But Rachel Ross able to counter, find an escape. And Ross off the hammerlock. There's the Northern Lights. Transitions into the spinning brain buster. Still had it in her, into the cover, shoulders are down, Rachel Ross with the win.
Here is your winner, Rachel Ross.
Rachel Ross had to earn that victory. Yasmin Mendez, even with the steel chair strike and targeting the lower back and ribs of Rachel Ross. The sequences in this matchup here played to the disadvantage of Yasmin Mendez. Even with the assist from Valerie, the will of Rachel Ross was undying, able to nail her signature combination suplexes and brainbuster. In the future, Rachel Ross will challenge for the VRW Women's Championship. And speaking of, said Women's Champion is defending her championship against the CSF Mafia's Alexia Banks. Young promises to draw out the true potential of the women's division. Alexia Banks is the first to step out of her name and show forth this true potential that Amer Yung speaks of. And who will be the team that will step up against the Charm City Kings? They called out the entirety of the tag team division, putting their championships on the line. What team tonight will attempt to take the tag team titles off of the Charm City Kings?
following contest is a tag team frenzy match. Introducing first, representing the undisputed Tom.
Well, Tom Doyle was definitely furious about being thrown into a frenzy match last week, demanded that he be put someplace else where he prefers to be in a singles division. The Don threw him into a tag team match, but little did Tom know it's a tag team frenzy match.
And his tag team partner from Chicago, Illinois,
Tyson Sharp, who recently challenged for the VRW American Revolution Championship. A man who broke free of the Juggalo fan but still praises to be a proper Juggalo within his own community. The tag team partner of Tom Doyle tonight, and looking at the competition that is about to be present here against them as their opponents.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 526 pounds, Zigzag, Boom Boom, Fun Time Chaos.
Everybody loves a bit of chaos, and they love having fun along with it. Boom Boom and Zigzag here tonight. Fun Time Chaos in the building, looking to have a good time here in VRW. Tag team frenzy match. All members of each team are going to be in the ring at the same time, and looking back at a tag team looking to get back on the same page.
At a combined weight of 524 pounds, Byron and Karan, the CSX Mafia.
But with Alexia Banks looking to challenge for the Women's Championship later on tonight, Byron and Karan Cook are looking to take the front down the tag team route. Seeing how the tag team division is starting to blow up within VRW with both the Warriors and the War Maidens, the CSF Mafia are looking to partake in all the madness and all the fun, hopefully somewhere down the line, capturing opportunity to challenge for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. Karan and Byron, can they get back on the same page after the devastating couple of months they've been suffering through? And the tag team frenzy match is on the way. No tags in this scenario, no disqualifications, no countouts will be applied to any man in this matchup here. The only way to win via pinfall or submission. Tom Doyle fighting things with Boom Boom, and on your top left screen here, trying to go for a spear. And Tom Doyle has to be angered and seething at his new situation now, upset that he was fighting on his own instead of in a singles match, in a frenzy match. The Don decided to throw him in a tag team matchup, but the Don failed to reveal that this would be a tag team frenzy matchup here. He's not fighting by himself, at least. Tyson Sharp is his tag team partner going into this affair, going up against two tag teams that will one day possibly want to try and contend for the Warzone Tag Team Championships, currently held by the Charm City Kings. The Charm City Kings will be defending later on tonight, but their Tag Team Championships are on the line. Wondering which team will step up. Could have been Dead Sex time. We saw Dead Sex Skylar Delta challenge for the War Men's Television Championship earlier tonight. Iva Cyanide able to retain, unfortunately for Skylar Delta, but Dead Sex might want to come back for a two-peat later on tonight. Clothesline does not take down Tom Doyle. Tom is fighting off Fun Time Chaos all on his own, but here comes the former 408-day reigning Soul Survivor champion Karan Cook, and a shot to the face by Tom Doyle to zigzag from behind Byron Cook. Byron and Tom going after zigzag right about now, and Tom not looking for any friends or favors in this matchup right now. Zigzag off the double arm DDT! Not gonna allow him to get a pinfall victory over such here. Zigzag was trying to go for a drop kick, and taking their eyes on Boom Boom. And Karan Cook to the outside. Tyson Sharp now joining the fray. That is a lot of beef on the outside. Tyson Sharp now with Karan Cook all alone. Zigzag in the ring, however, trying to go for that super kick, but Tom Doyle right into interference, stopping and such a that drop kick, taking Tom down. Meanwhile, on the outside, shoved down by Tyson Sharp. Karan heading back inside the ring, kick to the midsection. There's Tom Doyle taking a kill away from Karan Cook. The double knees knocking down Tyson Sharp. You see Zigzag trying to go for a super kick time and time again. It is just not hitting home at all. Now finally Zigzag off the European uppercut got caught, however, by Tom Doyle. Here comes his trifecta on suplexes here this time with German. Turns Zigzag all the way around, standing vertical suplex by Tom Doyle. Taking lessons from suplex, no doubt. The CSF Mafia now holding the ring. And now Byron Cook trying to lock in and hyperextend the leg of Zigzag. Submission is applied now. Zigzag able to find an escape and the counter. And now off the Hurricanrana. And Zigzag trying to take a shot at, Byron Cook right now. Tom Doyle just focusing on Tom Doyle now. That's a lot of distance. Tom Doyle! Coast to coast drop kick! Tom Doyle trying to stand out on his own, and Karan Cook doing the smart thing. Rolling to the outside, double knees miss. Targeting Zigzag now. Off the rolling cover. Into the cover now, but there's Byron Cook to break up the pin of Tom Doyle. And Tom getting out of dodge here. This is what the super kick to the back of the lariat. But Zigzag, kicking Tom. Hold on, tilt-a-whirl into a small package takedown. Then go for the cover, but is locking in a submission. But the referee, there's no disqualification. Why are you calling ropery? And again, locking in a submission, but the CSF Mafia now swarming the ring. Here comes Tyson, and here comes Boom Boom. Kick to the midsection. Zigzag now. Off the drop kick, out goes Boom Boom. Down goes Karan Cook. Tyson Sharp now going at the Karan. Going for it, choke slam, backbreaker, no! Great counter. And out from here we go again. Tom Doyle with the cover to the high knee by Tyson. A lot of action to keep up with. Suplex powerbomb by Tom Doyle. And Karan Cook is about to go for a ride. Looking for the general power driver. It's Tyson. But Karan able to counter. Giving him a piece of his mind. Kick to the midsection. Inverted. Power slam by Karan Cook. And Karan turns his attention to Zigzag. Looking for the hard to kill. Into the cover. Shoulders it down. Boom Boom making a save. Now, fun time chaos. Helping each other out here. Keeping Karan Cook at bay. And a cross-go shoulder tackle and Zigzag. Going back at the Karan. And Tom Doyle trying to go for the killer for your power driver. Byron able to counter. And a striking combination by Zigzag right now. Keeping Karan on his feet here, standing. Shirowani! And Tom Doyle going blow for blow against Byron Cook right now. And Zigzag now with the interference here. Headlock applied. Looking for that backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. And here comes Tyson Sharp. Targeting a draped over Byron Cook on that middle rope with a neckbreaker. And look out, incoming! Whoa! Takedown by Boom Boom. What the hell was that? And now Boom Boom powerbomb to Karan Cook. Transitions into a Boston Crab. But Karan able to find the escape. Karan Cook struggling to find some footing into this matchup here. And now Boom Boom. Look at the power stretch muffler. Submission hold just dropping Karan on the ground. Now up against the rope here. Caw Cook having to deal with Boom Boom. Has him hooked up. Hook the kill, face buster. Now the cover for the CSF Mafia to walk away with the victory here. Tom Doyle with the save. And a submission applied by Tyson, but Caw turns his attention. Now Tyson with Caw Cook in the corner here. Backhand chop. Tom Doyle now deadlift into a German suplex with the bridge. Cover. Shoulders are down. Zigzag making a save. Oh! Tyson shot with a gutbuster. A lot of things happening here that I'm trying to focus on one part of the action, but it's so hard to do so. Ankle lock is applied to Zigzag. And he's going to sit down on it. Tom Doyle trying to make Zigzag tap out, but there's Boom Boom to save his partner. And now with a chop to the chest by Boom Boom and targeting Tyson shot to save the match. Now Tyson going back and forth with Boom Boom and a big boot by the band. And Tyson with a back body drop. Zigzag now focus on Byron Cook, but Tyson's shot not going to let him think about it here. Oh, what a counter by Zigzag. And Byron Cook with a grip of the nape of the neck here, dragging Zigzag along top through the ropes here. Gonna make that dodge here. What a cutter! What an ace crusher by Byron! But not being able to get a pin off of it here. Still on the assault, however. And a judo hip toss by Byron, but look out! Look out! Inverted power slam! Kick to the midsection! Single knee face busted by Byron Cook. The cover, the CSF Mafia get the W.
Here are your winners, the CSF Mafia.
A well-laid plan that worked out just fine for the CSF Mafia. Despite everything that went on in this matchup here, it was easy to tell that Caw and Byron weren't exactly on the right wavelength when it comes to being back in a tag team scenario, but you could say the same thing for Tom Doyle and Tyson Sharp. Tyson completely isolated, taking a booty of salt, being kept at bay by Caw Cook towards the end of this matchup here, where Byron is able to capitalize off a Zigzag and getting the victory, well deserved by the CSF Mafia. A War Maidens Survivors match for the VRW Gift of Valor Championship. It has been decided by the former champion Jada Storm, but it's now time for a War Maidens Championship match. Karan Cook and Byron Cook just pulled off a victory in the tag team frenzy match that we just saw not too long ago. And now it's time for Alexia Banks to step up and get a victory for the family herself here tonight. Being chosen, handpicked by Amer Yung to draw out the true potential of the War Maidens division. Alexia Banks, a former champion in her own right, once reigned 2 months as a VRW War Maidens television champion. Tonight, can Alexia Banks walk out as the top champion amongst the War Maidens? Enter the reality that is Amer Yung. She is the VRW War Maidens champion with decisive 2 victories over the former champion Marissa Barrett. Amer Yung swears to make the War Maidens division stand out within VRW despite the War Maidens tag team division blowing up as of late. Amer Yung wants to individually have one-on-one competition defending that War Maidens championship as much as possible, making the War Maidens the best division on the roster. Ready to stand up and defend that championship anytime and in place, so long as she remains the champion. She's got a one-way ticket at the Ultimate Frenzy against Rachel Ross.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the VRW War Maidens Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Karan and Byron Cook, representing the CSF Mafia, Alexia Banks, and her opponent from Washington, D.C., she is the VRW War Maidens Champion, Amer Yung.
This is Amber's first challenger outside of Marissa Barrett for the VRW War Maidens Championship. The top champion wanting to be that, a fighting champion. This isn't just handing out opportunities. This is making the War Maidens roster better than it ever could be. Amer Yung wants to be responsible for the elevation of the War Maidens talent here. And VRW start things off here, not giving Alexia Banks any time to think about any kind of strategy here. She wants to go gun-ho, wants to see how Alexia Banks will react to being put on the main stage in front of the top champion. Alexia Banks has not been shy of her championship opportunities in the past. Former television champion has fought for other championships in the past before in VRW, but hasn't been able to capture every championship opportunity in her own favor. But regardless, Alexia Banks has put on a plethora of great matches and great moments here in VRW. Here tonight, she could very well put on another exciting matchup, but will she be able to take the championship off of Amer Yung? Only time will tell within this matchup here right now. It's a feeling out process. And picking the legs from underneath of Alexia Banks with a stiff kick. Yung is not going to make this any easy for Alexia Banks here. Being handpicked to fight for the championship is easier than actually taking the title away from the champion when it comes down to making the tough choices, the hard decisions. Oh! Shoulder tackle, bringing down the challenger Alexia Banks, and again kicking from underneath the right leg of Alexia Banks. Amer wants Alexia to fight harder than she's ever done before, and it's taking her off of the apron with a shoulder tackle. What does it mean to truly drive out the true potential of the War Maidens? Is it to make sure they're good enough as a punching bag, or you want to make sure that they'll be able to take a punch and take the beatings and the losses proper? Off the double knees, now into the cover, hand in the face, shoulders are down, a quick kick out by Alexia Banks. Realizes how important this opportunity, how real this moment is for her career in VRW. The champion called out to her, wants her to fight for the championship, wants her to bring her A game, and right now Alexia Banks can't even rise up to the expectations of Amer Yung as it stands out since this matchup has begun. Amer Yung is trying to wear down and force this true potential that she sees within Alexia Banks. Cover again, hand in the face, shoulders are down, and a kick out. Gotta admire the commitment that Amer Yung has towards the War Maidens. Trying to make them better than they already are. And the War Maidens have put on memorable moments here in VRW. Now just gonna stroll, wear down the shoulders and the arms of Alexia Banks until she is given what she has asked for. And Banks now finally able to pick the legs from underneath of Amer Yung now. Trying to fight back here. Has her up on her shoulders. Amer able to cut it. Here comes that mixed martial arts background of Amer Yung now dropping over the air raid neckbreaker again. Not giving Alexia Banks any moment of reprieve here. Now gonna drape Banks over the top rope, choking her. Now Amer with some distance between she and Banks here, contemplating her next move and strategy. And again driving the knee into the chest and face of Alexia Banks. And Yung now trying to take the head off of Banks here, misses though. Alexia Banks finally with some offense here with a heel kick. Alexia Banks finally able to get some offense against Amer Yung here. Look out! Suplex stunner by Alexia Banks. Two big moves. Can this be enough here? There's a KO punch. The KO punch by Alexia Banks. Yung is out cold. Are you kidding me here? The cover to crown a new champion. No! Alexia Banks with that powerful right hand almost dethroned Amer Yung. And now Alexia Banks on the comeback train. The most important comeback of her career here against Amer Yung. Amer rocked in the corner now. Off that super kick to the left knee. Banks now looking for a Canadian destroyer. Banks is fired up now. Now looking once again for that suplex stunner, but Amer able to counter. Driving the knee into the top of the dome, and there's a lariat. Amer now having to keep up with Alexia Banks. Able to counter though. Heavy punch again by Banks and a discus knee. Alexia now climbing all the way to the top rope. Finally learning to understand the position she's in. Looking for the corkscrew moonsault. But a counter by the champion into the reverse suplex. And now into the cover is Amer Yung and a kick out by Alexia. Now Banks able to get back to Virgo base here. Off the Hurricanrana now. Hurricanrana connected by Alexia Banks. And now kick to the midsection. And a heel kick to the back of the dome. And now Amer Yung sees her opportunity. Has it locked in a guillotine choke by Alexia Banks, but Banks able to get back to a vertical base here, able to drop her down. Breaks free of the submission. Kick to the leg once again. Boston knee plate. Alexia Banks again with an opportunity. KO punch. right in front of the CSF. Cover. Do we have a new women's champion? No. 2.5. Alexia Banks trying so hard, so valiantly to break free for this matchup, and there's a flashpoint knee strike by Amer Yung. There's the cover. 2.99. Amer Yung is starting to look at Alexia in a different light. Alexia has been putting up with the beatings, and Alexia has been throwing forth some big moves, trying to fight back against Amer Yung. Off the chin breaker now. There's a heel kick again. And now Alexia Banks looking for a beatdown method against the Warriors champion. There's a boot to the face. Alexia Banks fighting harder and harder now. The real Alexia Banks starting to come forward here against Amer Yung. This is exactly what she wanted. She wanted a fight. She wanted her challenges to bring their A game. And now, Amer Yung. Oh! Modified version of a capture suplex. And now, Amer Yung looking at a dream killer. The dream killer looking in the eyes of Caw Cook with his submission on his girl. But Amer not able to get the tap out that she wanted. Alexia Banks found the escape, turns her around. Looking for a little bit of misdirection here from Alexia Banks. Trying to go for a straight punch. Nowhere home, but there's the elbow by Alexia Banks. Looking for the heel kick. Looking for the stomp over. He is missing to close her home. And now Banks being driven into the knee of Amer Yung. But Yung, got caught with a chin breaker now. Looking for another heel kick. Moved out of the way. Shoved down by Amer Yung and clotheslining Banks out of the ring. Amer Yung screaming at Alexia Banks to get up and fight. As the ref's count continues to climb higher. Count is at 4 now, back inside the ring. It's Alexia Banks trying to go for that heel kick again, but got dropped on the knee again of Amer Yung. Amer now, once again, locking in a guillotine choke right in front of Caw Cook. And again staring dead into his eyes as he chokes out. As she chokes out Alexia Banks. But Alexia again able to fight through the pain. Breaks the submission. And now Banks got caught and countered. Kick to the hamstring. And now reverse DDT by Amer Yung. Amer starting to see this as a workout. Alexia Banks getting back to her feet. And again, Amer looking for the flashpoint knee, but it moved out of the way was Alexia. And now Banks being tossed into the corner. Here comes, oh no, double knees. Double knees came up, and again being dropped on the knee of Amer Yung. Amer Yung now looking to snuff out the light. The fire burning. And Alexia Banks is up to Alexia to keep that fire ablaze. But Amer starting to wear down herself. All this effort into the matchup. And still not able to put away Banks. But Alexia now. Shoulder first. Shoulder first into the mat. But Alexia now climbing to the top rope. Amer Yung is in the splash zone. From the top rope, looking for her Corona, but Amer able to move out of the way. Kicking the face of Alexia Banks, and now Banks is down again. Amer Yung now Stepping down, kicking down Alexia Banks. Banks, however, off the arm drag now. Able to counter the champion. That was a heavy roundhouse kick to the face of Alexia Banks. Dropping her to her knee. Tossing to the corner once again. Double knees connected to the back. And now a cover once again. Hand in the face. Shoulders it down. Title on the line. And the shoulder barely coming out at 2.5. And Amer calling the end of the matchup here. Once again, locking in the Dream Killer right in front of Karan Cook. Locked in on Alexia Banks. Nowhere to go, and Banks no choice but to tap.
Here is your winner, and the VRW Women's Champion, Amer Yung.
We definitely saw a fiery side to Alexia Banks. Banks brought the fight to Amer Yung, the fight that she demanded be brought from last week. Alexia Banks propelling herself to a new level of excellence within the Warriors on numerous occasions, able to hit this KO punch to Amer Yung. So close to calling Alexia Banks the brand new VRW Warriors champion. But Amer Yung able to kick out regardless. And they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery. The Dream Killer right in front of the creator, Karan Cook, watching Alexia tap out to his own creation. Amer Yung still the VRW Women's Champion. Who's next to step up? Was it me, or did Sammy Stone sound as if she was a bit terrifying? Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event matchup is on the way. One half of the Warzone Tag Team Champions and your Soul Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace, and here comes the Goliath of a tag team partner, Michael Carter, in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champion, Michael Carter, and the VRW Soul Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace, the Charm C Kings.
The tag team champions have been vocal about how they were away for 2 months. They have a lot of matches left to fill in the time. They want to make up for it all. Tonight, they defend the Warzone Tag Team Championships. Who is going to step up? The champs now looking to speak. We heard the champs lay down the law once again, and looking like isn't exactly expected here. It's definitely the insurgency, but that's not Royal Sullivan and Ryan Riley. That is Baby Cash and the former Gift of Valor champion, Jada Storm. Didn't exactly think that this would be an intergender open challenge, but you know we're open to anything. The tag team champions demanded an actual tag team to step up and take the challenge. And here comes an actual tag team. American Strong Style have now entered the fray. Led by Danny Wells, Chase Collins, and Evan Wilder, looking to accept that challenge of the Charm City Kings. Tensions running high. We're diving ourselves into another tag team main event here tonight in the Warzone. The third championship match of the night. VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships on the line. Michael Carter, Brandon Ace to defend against Chase Collins and Evan Wilder. Their first tag team championship opportunity that could skyrocket them to the forefront of the tag team division. Start things off. Evan Wilder and Brandon Ace, the current VRW Soul Survivor champion, who was able to dethrone Karan Cook when we returned to the war zone, and then decisively keeping him away from the Soul Survivor championship so long as he holds this very title. Brandon Ace, the third ever Soul Survivor champion in VRW history. Now slapping away at a double knee takedown of Evan Wilder, and now locking in an on-trap submission. Submission is applied. Submissions is what got Brandon Ace his Soul Survivor championship victories over the course of the past 2 months. And the double knees taking out Evan Wilder here, shoulder tackle, taking him down. Chase Collins now the legal man of the matchup here. And going into a matchup with the tag team championships on the line, you gotta wonder how hungry you are to take the championships from the champs themselves. And a clothesline drove Brandon Ace out of the ring. Now kicking away is, kick to the midsection by Collins here. Brandon Ace trying to fight himself back into reality here. And a stiff lariat by Chase Collins, taking a head out to the champion here. And Brandon Ace kick to the back of the leg as the count continues to climb higher and higher here. Now being whipped back inside the ring by Chase Collins. And now, just slamming the chest and body of Brandon Ace on the hardest part of the ring, that being the apron here. American Strong Style, been wrestling in the Second City Dojo for years, and now here at VRW with their first championship opportunity here. There's the discus lariat by Chase Collins to win their first tag team championship. The Cobra and Michael Carter with the save. No one really expected American Strong Style to come out so strongly into the start of this matchup here, and Michael Carter dropping Evan Wilder with authority. And once again, the double knees taking down Collins this time. But Chase with another shoulder tackle. American Strong Style coming in strong indefinitely. Danny Wells is pleased with the performance here. But hold on! The Golden Gate is locked in! Chase Collins is locked behind the Golden Gates of the Charm City, but able to find the escape. Found the key to break the lock, and there's a kick to the face. And now Brandon Ace Tossing Chase Collins into the corner of the Charm City Kings, trying to make the tag, but Collins is keeping him from doing so. And now what a suplex by Collins! Wish I could call that as, oh, a snapmare suplex. And now a clothesline over the top! Chase Collins with Brandon Ace in his sights with a suicide dive! And oh, moving out with the kicks here. Now Bill across the mat to the outside, but Michael Carter now dropping down with his heart set on saving Brandon Ace. Chase Collins dropped into a bad part of town here and is gonna pay for it. Overhead German suplex by Michael Carter. And the referee's count is at 5. Brandon Ace surveying the field. Now gonna get back inside the ring, not wanting this match to end on a count out. And Collins back inside the ring, trying to go for a belly-to-belly suplex himself. Lariat countered by Brandon Ace. Kick to the midsection now. Brandon trying to lock Chase Collins behind the Golden Gates again. Trying to force a submission. Trying to force Collins to tap out, and there is the escape. Collins able to find his way out of the Charm City, but still stuck in their corner. Finally making the official tag to Michael Carter. The big man is in and dropping out. Off the twist cutter into the cover now to retain the tag team titles and a kick out. The shoulder came out for Chase Collins. And now look at the power. Whoa! Chase Collins with some power on display, but Michael Carter kicking away Collins, keeping the advantage. Evan Wilder has yet to be tagged into this matchup here. And oh wow, big splash to Chase Collins. Oh, Wilder hasn't been in this matchup since the opening bell. And Chase Collins has been taking the brunt of the assault since tagging in. Now Michael Carter looking for a heavy-handed lariat. But Collins, got caught with it anyway! And now the power on display of what happened. The tag team champions are running power slam into the cover, and there is Evan Wilder with the save. Taking the referee out, ducks underneath the clothesline here and gets out of dodge. Smart tactic by Evan Wilder, but again, the power of Michael Carter with a gut-wrench powerbomb. This is exactly what I said about AJ Graves earlier in the night. A big man like Michael Carter, all he has to do is toss you around, wear you out, and hit one more big move and put you to bed. Chase Collins has been taking a lot of damage and a lot of the pressure of American Strong Style. Now go, kick to the midsection again. Michael Carter with an inverted power slam. Trying to go again. Oh, wicked legs are underneath. Now's your chance to make a tag, kid. Chase Collins not making a tag at all. Instead, keeping a fight going here. Trying to take down Michael Carter, but Carter able to counter. But got caught. Look at him power. Look at that sidewalk slam. Dropping Michael Carter with some power there. But Collins, there's a spear. A spear by Michael Carter. Now the cover again to retain the tag team titles, and Evan Wilder with the save again. And Michael Carter making the tag to the Soul Survivor champion once again. They wanted to put their titles on the line here tonight. They want to prove, much like Amer Yung, that they are fighting champions inside and out of VRW. Off the back body drop, Chase Collins now. Ooh, blocking a punch, very stiff forearm strike, and now Brandon Ace is on the comeback train. Off the sling blade, now there you go! Brandon now in an opportunity to put Collins away once again, trying to lock him behind the Golden Gates of the Charm City. But Collins once again found the lock and key and made the escape in the double knees again. The Charm City Kings have been doing an excellent job keeping Collins isolated away from Evan Wilder from making the tag. Tag was made once again to Michael Carter with the assistance of the Charming Cutter. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shores it down to retain the tag team championships 2.99. The shoulder came up. And now Collins with a heavy knee. But again, not taking the time to make a tag, but made the time for the super kick. Super kick connecting. And now, snapping the arm over the shoulder of Michael Carter. And now reverse slam. Face first into the canvas. Chase Collins now being brutalized by Michael Carter right now. Up and down with a powerbomb. And now Collins dead in the corner of the Charm City Kings. Still not making the tag. Instead, now gonna lock in a submission of his own. Arm trap into the crossface. Trying to force Michael Carter to tap out. Look at how Michael Carter's back is bending, but able to adjust himself and finally escape. And now Michael Carter kick to the midsection, drop down, Death Valley takedown by Chase Collins. And now Collins tossing Carter into the corner, face first to the top turnbuckle, and a lariat. And now finally making the tag to Evan Wilder, taking down Michael Carter with a shoulder tackle. And now the punches, the strikes raining down. Evan Wilder with the advance got caught into a Uranagi slam. Snuffing out the flurry of offense off of that tag. And now Michael Carter gonna turn Wilder into a ragdoll himself. This is pure unadulterated ragdoll tossing if you're Michael Carter. And now making the tag to the Souls of Everett champion. Brandon Ace now looking to pick apart Evan Wilder here. Wilder now able to counter, bending the arm over the shoulder. Now wrestling for control here, toss aside. And double knees moved out of the way, was Wilder here. Misses with the kick, however. Brandon Ace now gonna toss him into the corner of the Charm City Kings. Trying to make the tag again, but no. Got caught with a stiff elbow by Brandon Ace. Dropped down into an arm drag. Counter for counter. And now got caught into a German suplex. A great sequence between Wilder and Ace. Brandon Ace just surveying the field, searching for some options here. Letting Wilder get back to a vertical base, back to the top, making that tag to Michael Carter. Big man back inside the ring, moved into a shoulder tackle, caught to an elbow here, and now Carter being tossed in the American Strong Styles corner, another Uranagi slam. And again, another gut-wrench bomb by Carter. Despite Collins being back on the apron, he is not 100%. And neither is Evan Wilder should he take this brooding assault of the Charm City Kings, Michael Carter. Now kick to the midsection again. This time Evan Wilder is going to be dropped with an inverted power slam. Now going to wrestle for control here once again. Stiff forearm strike by Evan Wilder. There's an opening that he possibly needed here. Kick to the midsection again by Michael Carter, and there's a takedown. And Collins trying to make the tag, trying to get some assistance given to Evan Wilder here. Again, the running power slam. And Michael Carter eating up the reactions of the VRW riots here. Now tossing Wilder into the corner of the Charm City Kings, making the tag once again. This time gonna feed him to Brandon Ace with the Charm City Cutter, C3. Into the cover, shoulders are down, and a kick out. Now, Stiff forearm strike. Hip toss over into a knee. Collins trying to make the tag as best as he can, but the Charm City Kings just keeping the assault, keeping the advantage in their favor. Stiff forearms, and now the kicks and combinations of Brandon Ace. Knee to the midsection, into a favorite, sir. Now Brandon. Oh, these kicks again, this time dropping Wilder down to a knee. And a heavy head kick. Roundhouse kick, square to the skull. And again, shots to these legs here by Brandon Ace, tossing him into the corner and making the tag once again. Michael Carter being the legal man here. And look at this, a high-low! Into the cover again! Michael Carter to put away Evan Wilder, titles on the line in a 2 count. This is complete domination, if you would. Give credit to American Strong Style for stepping up to the Charm City Kings, but they have been leveled since the matchup start. And Michael Carter thinking about the next step to keeping Wilder down, making the tag to Brandon Ace once again. And Brandon wants to put this matchup away here. Goes in. Gonna drag down Wilder to the mat here. Crossface is applied. Crossface is locked in. Wilder so close to the ropes, all you gotta do is reach and grab, and now finds the escape instead. Wrestling Collegiate back rail time in the Second City Dojo. Evan Wilder, Chase Collins, the perfect challengers for the Charm City Kings with their first challenge here. Now kept in the corner once again. Evan Wilder, however, kick to the midsection, straight to the ribs. Shoulder tackle met with a knee. And out toss in the corner once again, making the tag. No. Going back and forth. But Michael Carter, however, look out. Whoa! Suplexed over the top rope and crashed down hard to the floor. Evan Wilder is beside himself. Danny Wells doesn't know what to think about what just happened. And now gonna make him eat the knee of Brandon Ace. Brandon now brawling with Evan Wilder on the outside here, shoved away. And a drop kick up against the apron. It's the struggle of being challengers and the fruits of labor from being a champion, able to read in the reactions of the crowd to fight your heart out. Prove your worth as a champion. Referee's count is at 6 forearm strikes, and these strikes are delivered. Brandon Ace going back inside the ring, and Evan Wilder looking to follow. Instead, go straight at the Chase Collins. What is this? DDT by Brandon! Targeting Chase Collins and keeping him out of the equations and double knees! Brandon Ace eliminating all factors in his tag team championship match retention and a stiff shot to the midsection. Evan Wilder now has to be a one-man army against the Charm City Kings and a Uranagi. From Brandon Ace, this time we don't really see that. From Michael Carter instead. But that is the tag team chemistry that the two of these men possess. The reason why they are still tag team champions, they have that kind of chemistry. Now toss in the corner. Once again in the European uppercut. Meeting to the jaw of Brandon Ace, but Michael Carter starting to realize that Brandon is wearing out. Despite being punching bags throughout this matchup here, American Strong Style has done one perfect thing, wearing down the champions. A champion who can't fight, who can't wrestle, ends up losing. And American Strong Style realized that early on. And a boot to the face of Brandon Ace now. German suplex meeting to the mat. Michael Carter hanging on. Brandon Ace to make the tag, but Brandon can't do so. Front headlock applied. Evan Wilder keeping Brandon Ace away from making the tag, drag onto the corner of American Strong Style. Brandon Ace now with some elbows in the midsection of his own. Breaking free of the grip of the nape of the neck. Now being tossed back into Chauncey King's corner here. Elbow into the enziguri. And Brandon Ace, full head of steam here, looking for the running knee. But Evan Wilder with another takedown of the Soul Survivor champion Brandon Ace. Now with a chin breaker there. Kick to the midsection now. Evan Wilder stuck in the corner of the Chauncey Kings. Once again makes a tag to Michael Carter. Feeds him in. Looking for C3. Into the cover with the Charm City Carter titles on the line. And a kick out again by Evan Wilder. The offense that they can't get in does not last long, but they have too much time to wear down Michael Carter and Brandon Ace. Great counter, picking the legs now. Evan Wilder now with an opportunity. Ankle lock applied. Ankle lock is cinched in. Michael Carter doesn't want to be trapped in his hole here, whipping off the leg. What kind of damage has been done to that leg after that ankle lock and draping over the top rope? Collins trying to make the tag if he can. Michael Carter, however, keeping Evan Wilder from doing so. And now Carter with a power bomb. But Evan Wilder trying to fight this off as best as he can. Here, there's a Russian leg sweep, and there's an opportunity to make the tag. But Wilder not needed to do so. It's going to keep the fight going. Look at that! A pump-up spine buster! Both Wilder and Collins have shown feats of strength against Michael Carter, but it's still not enough. Michael Carter, once again, gut-wrenched into a powerbomb. The colossal Michael Carter. Once again, more power. Inverted power slam again, dropping Evan Wilder. Danny Wells, despite watching through this all, has no idea how to counterattack against the power of Michael Carter. Now being tossed into the corner of the Charm City Kings once again. Now making the tag once more to Brandon Ace. Feeds him in, drops him down with C3. Cover again for Brandon Ace. Warzone titles on the line, and it's over.
Here are your winners, and still the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champions, the Charm Kings.
Michael Carter and Brandon Ace, they asked for the fight. And they got exactly what they wanted from American Strong Style. Despite not being able to put out as much offense as the Charm City Kings, what we saw from American Strong Style is the resiliency, how tough it is to take down a team of their caliber. But the Charm City Kings still stood up and took down American Strong Style. Ladies and gentlemen, the Charm City Kings continue to rise as a standing tag team that is an example that should be identified as one of the best teams in VRW history. Thank you for watching.